we'll be looking at what challenges lie ahead as he takes up office. Also tonight, and later, we'll be talking to The Office's John Krasinski on his new film about imaginary friends. Welcome to The 7. Scotland has a new First Minister. John Swinney was elected this afternoon with an overall majority after becoming leader of the SNP for a second time. He'll officially be sworn in tomorrow. His appointment follows a week of speculation following Humza Yousaf's resignation. Mr Yousaf used his outgoing speech to pay tribute to his dear friend, who becomes the country's 7th First Minister. Not everyone gave him their backing, though. The Greens abstained and opposition leaders called for a reset in government. We'll hear more on that a little bit later, but first, here's how the country's new leader addressed Parliament. So, that's how John Swinney reacted to his election victory. We'll be speaking to some political commentators shortly to discuss some of his priorities and challenges that lie ahead. But for now, let's catch up on the day's events with our political... OK, let's unpack this a bit more now with our community editor and columnist from The National, Shona Craven, and John Ferguson, political editor of The Sunday Mail. Good evening to you both. A busy couple of weeks for you. Shona, I'll come to you first. Let's take a look at the outcome.
And obviously still serving as an MSP. So, I think he does really feel that it was an honour to have been First Minister. And John, would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think anyone who...
Because when John Swinney launched his leadership bid, he did talk about a lack of cohesiveness in the party, and that, for me, felt like the first time there had been an acknowledgement of that from a senior figure within the SNP, and that's something he's repeated since, saying, you know, the public could identify that there was a lack of cohesiveness. So what do you make of that, Shona?
I was actually quite surprised that John Swinney...
OK, well, elsewhere this evening, the porn star at the centre of Donald Trump's criminal trial has testified about an alleged sexual encounter with the former president. He's pled not guilty to falsifying business records in an attempt to conceal a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. Mr Trump's lawyers launched a barrage of objections during her testimony this afternoon, as her judge warned her to keep it PG. Our North America editor Sarah Smith was watching. Some of the day's other news now, and the author of a major review of gender services for under-18s in England has told MSPs that Scotland could benefit from adopting a more holistic approach.
Still warm on Sunday, just perhaps 1 or 2 showers at times. That's the forecast.
You weren't lying, Christopher.
I never lie.
No, and it's not very often that the weather turns good just in time for the weekend.
I know.
Well, hello, and that is all from us here this evening. We'll be back at our usual time tomorrow of 9 o'clock with Laura McKeever, where there'll be lots more to come from Holyrood as John Swinney is officially sworn in as First Minister. But for myself and from Christopher, that's all from us here tonight. Bye-bye.